If you want to run with the big dogs, do not piss like a puppy. I heard this quote recently from a man named Doc McGee. Yeah, he sounds like a Dr. Seuss character, but he's a real dude, I promise. And you're probably asking why the f I'm quoting this like knockoff Sopranos extra looking dude, but Doc McGee actually holds a pretty serious place in music history.
Everyone has got a certain amount of craziness in them, and I'm the guy to unleash it for you if you like.
In fact, he was a big-time rock and roll manager for bands like Kiss, Skid Row, Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, and plenty more back in the day. But what's crazy about Doc McGee is he's also this like former drug kingpin who smuggled at least 300,000 pounds of weed into the United States on a shrimp boat, of all things. How weird is that? I wonder if it smelled like shrimp. That's weird. Anyways, he was actually in the process of smuggling another 1 million pounds in the United States in 1984 when he got arrested. And he was sentenced to 30 years behind bars, but somehow, miraculously, the dude just got out. And this is just a conspiracy theory, so I don't know if this is true or not, but this is the rumor, and the rumor is that Doc McGee actually cut a deal with the CIA, organizing this like undercover operation of bringing rock and roll to Russia.
To help the awareness of drugs and alcohol around the world.
It's crazy, and it might be true, and the whole point was to kind of like influence the youth into putting an end to the Cold War, which isn't really relevant to the story, but I just want to tell you how fucking crazy that is. It's nuts. And you know, while he's not a prime role model, there's no denying that this dude consistently ran with the big dogs in every area of his life. He never pissed like a fucking puppy. And it was only recently where I woke up and realized that I'd been pissing like one for most of my life. And one example of many is when this jockey dude in high school called me out in front of my entire chemistry class. He told me that I wasn't a real man because I didn't work out in front of my entire class. And, you know, I argued a little bit, but what I should have done, I should have walked over and picked up the nearest chemical-filled beaker and whipped it clean across the fucking room, watching in slow motion as it smashed against his fucking head. No, I don't hold a grudge or anything. I'm joking, but the point is, I was pissing like a puppy, and if that conversation had happened today, things would be a lot different. I know that I'm a man for many ways that don't involve physical fitness, though I have been working out lately, and I'm looking pretty good. Yeah, buddy. All right, sorry, I keep getting off track, but recently I noticed that over my life, I've had so many, unique ideas and contributions that I silenced due to fear of being rejected or not thinking that I had what it took to run with the big dogs. And it's fucked up because like the corporate job structure in my field tells you that you're not a producer or a director until at least 6 to 10 years of ladder climbing. But the friends that I have, those friends have been making sick shit for over a decade, and I consider them big old producer dogs in my fucking book. And am I salty that another kid from my high school who never picked up a camera in his fucking life filmed himself cooking steak on TikTok and is now a self-employed content creator with 500,000 followers? Yeah, maybe I am, but I have no right to be because big dog mentality. He somehow figured it out, no matter the 10 to 13 year lead I had on him, and I can't say shit about that because I was waiting around. And if you're waiting for someone else to simply confirm the things that you already know about yourself, or you keep creating backup plans for yourself, you're just not ready to run. It's a plain fact. I mean, the pack moves fast as and you gotta keep up. And when you get so deep inside that mentality of waiting for things to happen or coasting on this idea that things will magically pan out, it's really hard to get out of that mindset. And just before you know it, the room starts to flood and you might just drown in what you'll realize is your own smelly puppy piss. And that's not a world that I'm okay with living in. That's not a world that I'm cool with creating in. And if we've learned one thing from Doc McGee, it's to lead and to do it fearlessly and be the best you can fucking be at it. And if you fail or get arrested for the shrimp boat that had 1 million pounds of weed on it, you burn out, you take a break, that's fine because even the big dogs stop for water. But when they piss, they always lift their leg, they kick some dirt over it, and they continue the race.